All right. Transparency in the chair, let me tell you, has nothing to do with hair, but stories that derive from the chair.
My name is Rae. My co-pilot is Kay. We are two hairstylists with over 50 years of combined industry experience, ownership, platform artistry, salon education, and mentorship. We are both two sages that have stories to tell.
All right, and you know how juicy it can get. It could be any chair. Think about any chair that you sit on. There's a story in the chair.
With authentic and transparent moments, we are bringing you the juice to you, along with our perspectives, of course.
This is what we're bringing to you every week with confidence and knowledge and nuggets that you will leave this podcast with so much inner feelingness, so much knowledge, so much power, empowerment. So tune in every week and we're going to drop the nuggets on you with special guests from time to time. So don't miss out. Join in to Transparency in the Chair. Yesterday.
Yeah,
I had a moment. And so I'm at the light. I pull up to the light and there was a lady standing there, right? So, you know, she's coming to ask for money or whatever, right? I'm sitting there drinking my soup, you know, listen to the gospel or whatever, you know. And she was like, do you have any change? And I was like, I don't have any change. I lied. I was like, nope, I don't have no cash. And I just kept on eating my soup. And then the music was just getting louder and louder, like, because it was the gospel. And it was like, you know, I think it was like, he'll take care of you. He'll heal you. God's in control or whatever. So I'm watching her go to each and every car and nobody put their window down. I put my little soup down, and I was like, all I had was 20s in my pocket. I was like, surely I'm not giving this lady no damn 20.
Right.
And God said, give her this 20. I put my window down, I tooted my horn, and then she came right up to my car, and I was like, here. Do you know this lady took... She took the money, and she took her backpack, because the backpack was sitting over to the side, and she said, now I could go eat. And I was like, the music was playing. I'm like, we just never know in that moment how much we take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm not giving this lady nothing. When I pull up to I seen her before I even pull up to the light. I was like, shoot, she ain't getting none of my money today. Doop, doop, doop.
I've been scarred.
And
had it been a friend, you would have easily fed anybody you knew.
Yep.
And it was that she actually showed up genuine and said, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
She said, now I can go eat.
Yeah.
And you know, even
I feel that.
There's a trash can right outside the salon, and I could see that when people go in there, I'm like, are you hungry? I'll stop what I'm doing. And I'm like, hey, I got some chips, I got some water. You want it? Immediately I do that. So I don't know what was it about this morning, and I think it's just the way she said it.
Yeah.
Because then she started walking to the daggone, there was a Denny's across the street. She started walking across.
To eat.
She said, now I have enough to go get something to eat.
Wow.
And I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think for me, that's a part of me that I understand now, because even in growing up, food was a scarcity.
Yeah.
You know, being in the islands, it was so many cousins and this and the other, you know, in one house. And food was literally a scarcity. So I never, even when y'all come to my house, you see I got a plethora of food.
Yeah.
What do you like to eat? I'm going to make sure everybody in the daggone house, they like this, they like that. So I have all varieties of food.
Is that where that come from?
That is where it comes from.
Is that bad?
I figured that.
I did.
I don't know.
I thought she grew up in a big family that just... They always feeding people.
But you know,
you always have that auntie that feed everybody.
Yes.
It don't matter what's on. It don't even have to be a holiday.
Yeah.
It could be just that auntie's house or that grandmother's house. That if they don't have anything on the stove, they're gonna have that beans and rice and a pot of greens. Like they gonna feed whoever come down the street.
But I mean, that could also be something that they went through in their childhood, just like Kay. Because even I'm sure y'all went out to eat with Kay before, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she gonna order this. I want to taste this.
Everything.
It ain't. It's not what she want. I want to taste this. I want to taste this. And then before you know it, we got a spread. So,
yeah, I think that's and my mom does that.
Yeah.
My mom, my aunt. So it was always like this variety. But then I'm very intentional when I'm giving something.
Yeah.
I know Ray likes seafood. I know, so and so likes steak. I know, so I'm gonna make sure whoever's gonna land in the house that they're gonna have what they like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, not so it's just
That's
not having a lot
people.
of food.
Yeah.
It's just really. I want to make sure you're going to eat and you're good, you know, because that probably came from the childhood, you know, of not having the scarcity of the food, you know, situation. Does that make sense?
Yes. So do you think that is trauma for you or baggage?
Dang, I don't know. I don't know if it was a trauma because probably a baggage. Because if it was a trauma for me, I feel like if something traumatized me, I would be more like apprehensive to shy away from it. But I embrace it. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You
So
kinda
I
like
got a question
abusive.
for you. I got a question for you, Kay, because you are the only married woman at the table at the moment. And I want to go back to those steps after when you fresh out the gate. But I have observed you in your relationship with Damon, and I know that you are always unapologetically Kay.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of what's going on, I'm going to do this and that, and you just got to deal with it. And I'm not saying it like you're aggressive and this big meanie, but it's like, no, this is who I am. This is how I was brought up, or this is what I'm going to do. And I'll be transparent. I can go back in my relationships and identify when I've lost myself to make sure that I was being, like, again, Sagittarius, it's another fault. I don't know if it's a fault or a blessing. For Sagittarius, we just want everybody to be happy.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying, Kay want everybody. And so this is the path of least resistance. Because I don't want to hear your mouth when I come home, or I don't want to hear this. So
Correct.
in doing that and creating that environment, I put myself on the back
But you
burner
also lose
because I don't
yourself.
want to hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you also lose yourself. Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely lose myself because I even caught myself the other day when a client said something. I said, well, I'm free now. I can go. Then I was like, damn, why I couldn't go when I...
Come on.
Right.
No, I got mad at myself. I'm like, damn, Ray. Like, that's not okay.
I think,
But
Because
again,
we're
I didn't ever experience...
Because we're pleasers. We're pleasers to the one that we're with because of the loyalty. At our core, we're loyal. We can know you ain't right. We can know... We feel like we can handle whatever comes to us. So it doesn't matter that you're not there yet. We're going to get you there because we're going to walk you there.
I'm very loyal.
Strong black woman.
But
That's
I am
form, too.
loyal
That loyalty
to a certain
extent, yeah.
right? Because one thing you're not gonna do is keep stepping on me,
Right.
right? Because I think relationships are two ways, and if I'm pouring into somebody and and one thing I've learned is if they're not pouring back into you, even whether it's a friend, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But we don't always see that up front.
Yeah, that's I think that's with maturity too.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It is.
but yeah, absolutely.
But we don't see that at first. We're so busy in the midst of what's going on. And especially for myself, I'm going to speak directly for myself. Once I get into a situation and I can look back on it, I can analyze it. I was in a situation for 6 years where I was completely loyal to someone that didn't deserve it. I knew that there could potentially not be really a true future. But my thing is, I'm going to survive no matter what. I'm going to be okay even after this situation. So it was just, while my time is important, I think that I allow so many other decisions, putting other people before myself, that I stayed in it longer than I needed to. And that is why I'm here and I look at things the way I do today. I won't make those same exceptions for the next person.
So the time frame is shorter now.
The time frame doesn't even exist.
Hello.
I like that.
Come on now.
Hold you to it too.
Come on now.
I'm a hold you to the fire.
I mean, and can you?
Yes, I can. But to answer that, Ray, once me and my mom reunited, I remember as a young child, she said, never. She said, if I could tell you a couple of things that will make you survive in this world, you never lose yourself behind anyone or anything.
Period.
Never. When you feel that you are not you anymore and you're feeling yourself slipping, then that's not something that's healthy for you.
Right.
And so you have to stand firm in who you are. So it's easy for me to do that because I already know who I am.
Right.
A lot of people cannot
sometimes
stand
that's
firm in
hard.
their truth because they don't really know who they are.
And I knew who I was.
Yeah,
And
we
this
always
is-
chameleon ourselves.
But
you know?
I wish that I had got that advice then.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
I saw it. I can see what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about most people. A lot of my friends back home will say to me, "You already see it. Why do you allow yourself to go through it?" Because I'm optimistic that they gonna see it.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'm optimistic that they gonna see it.
Right.
I already saw it.
No.
And I know what's on the other side.
Right.
But I've already prepared myself for when it happens.
Yes.
But I've learned it had to be an experience that I needed to go through. That's my story. It won't be everybody's story, but
Right.
it's mine.
Yeah.
And I'm very honest with my story. Did I make some mistakes? Did I make some bad choices? My picker been broken since I started picking.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
Hello?
No, that's real.
That's
No, seriously. I mean, and that's the thing.
my
That's
truth.
true. Right.
That's my truth.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And but I saw these things. I was shed a tear and I moved on.
Right.
Because I still was okay. I was okay.
Right.
It was a disappointment, but I found the lesson in every situation I went
Absolutely.
through.
So
I
how
found
is
the
it
lesson.
now, though? Like if you go out and date now, you know.
The problem is,
Oh,
is
Leroy ain't
that's
right.
why they
You-
think
Leroy
that
ain't
I'm
right.
mean. That's why they think I'm mean.
She be knowing from day one, and she still be entertaining.
But she still be entertaining them.
I know, because it's entertaining to
Stop
me.
saving whales. Damn, get your 50 cent and go somewhere else.
Quit wasting your. Don't sow a piece of yourself.
You
to
saving
anybody. It's
souls.
not worth
You
it.
saving souls.
I can't save a soul, but you know I can have a good time for a short time.
And I don't think she think. Yeah, because I don't think she's in the business of saving anybody. I just think,
I'm not
like she said,
saving
it's
anything,
entertaining.
Yeah.
but it becomes a temporary entertainment. But don't get it twisted. At the end of the day, I do think of the value in that.
Right.
And my time is more valuable than that. So I get clarity and I move. You know, I'm like, I'm not gonna waste this time.
Right.
And I start focusing on some other things. But don't ever get it twisted that I don't want to have that experience, right? That I don't deserve to be loved.
course.
Absolutely. But you have to know your self-worth.
And set your
And-
boundaries.
Exactly.
Set your boundaries.
But I
Shit.
allowed a lot of people to tell me what that was, even though I knew better. Do you get what I'm saying? I allowed a lot of people, whether male or female, and I realized that the conversation that was coming at me was more about me based on their thoughts about me, not
Exactly.
truly who I was.
Right.
And once you see that and you can kind of silence the noise, because those people, that was noise. Even the men, for men to say, you got fly potential. Nigga, I'm already fly.
I know that's right.
Right.
The fuck you mean?
I have
Do you-
potential when you try to talk to me. I had
Exactly.
enough
Right.
for you to try to
You
talk
get
to
what
me.
I'm saying? But, you know, that you have all
What is that?
this noise around you but I attracted you.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
And you
saying.
calling me. I'm not calling you.
Right.
Hello.
And so once you
Ain't easy.
see those things, you can respond to them differently. Now, the perception to everyone else is, I'm bullshit. She thinks she too good.
She is.
And I'm not. However,
Bougie.
I am me. And one thing about me,
Bougie though.
Why she bougie though? Why you say that?
I want to be bougie.
What makes her bougie?
yeah, can you please tell me,
What does
explain
that
it?
look like?
She ain't bougie. She,
Bruschetta?
She classy.
no, she's classy.
Definitely.
bougie.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely classy.
No, I mean, so
She ain't bougie.
You know.
She
You,
can't
you
say-
already
so
put it
that-
out there that I'm
yeah.
bougie.
So that word.
And it used to offend me when I first moved here.
But they used to say that about me too. I didn't
They
care though.
used to say, "Oh, you
give a fuck.
bougie." I'm like, "What does that mean? That sounds so
I am
negative."
because I like certain nice things. Because most people that's saying that,
They can't do what you're
But
doing.
here is the problem with that.
understand.
How
'Cause I
am
like-
I bougie because I'm able to do some things that you wouldn't even consider doing for
because
yourself?
I like to go to a nice
That's-
restaurant.
That's
Right,
your
'cause you-
business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right? And the thing about Sages is if you with me, you gonna eat the same shit I eat.
Yeah.
Because that's what we
That's
do.
what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why do you consider me bougie?
right.
Because I don't.
So
So is that their baggage?
It is.
But I want to ask. I want to ask Dora. So
Ooh.
in the 30 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you lost some of yourself? Did you see the losing of yourself?
Yes.
The progression of? Like, how far into it did you say, when you analyze it, like, when you should have walked away from the marriage? You say you were in it for 30 years. Like, so.
Ooh, you gonna ask me that same question?
I am.
I want to know.
I'm ready.
It's funny. I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy.
No, we're not.
But I didn't realize it's probably to like year 25.
Okay.
You couldn't though.
Year 25. I think 17 when I met you. Right? You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
17. You just still
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
put
You
your
said
bra
way
on,
behind it.
right?
For
Yeah.
them 20 years, that was just your norm.
That's it becomes your. It's like you're on a assembly line. You got kids. You got this and this and this. You know,
Yes.
you don't know you broke. I mean, you not broke. I don't never claim that, but you don't have money. You're not in your career. You had your kids young.
growing together.
You're growing together.
Yeah.
You graduated from college to get like you're doing all these things, and then it's kind of like, well, I see things kind of going to the left. Well, maybe then you start putting maybe he don't like how I'm dressing. Maybe he don't like how my hair look. Then you're trying to say, well, what can I do to make him
As we do. Yeah.
like this thing again? You know what I mean? Like, so I think you go through that, and then it's like, and then after, I don't know, just one day you wake up and be like, fuck that.
Yeah, because I done tried everything and everything.
Like, I done tried. We done went to counseling, talked to pastors. We done did all these
that.
things. I done did my homework. Like, and still.
And still. That's
Like,
why that's
hell
why I say
is
true to
this.
me.
What?
That's why I say true to me. Because it's like because
What-
you do all the things.
And you had that
then-
information. God bless your mom.
Yeah.
Amen.
It was
Amen.
that, and the other pivotal thing was it was like, oh, you're mad. Nobody cares that you're mad, but you. The world
That's the
is
best thing
still
your mom
going
could have
on.
ever told you.
The world is still. She's like,
No,
look around.
seriously.
She's like, look around. What do you see doing? I said, everybody doing their thing. She said,
everybody living.
exactly.
And you
so
still
meanwhile, you
mad.
over here losing your freaking mind.
Yep. And people still
Everybody's
moving on.
moving
They still
around.
skipping
They done
around.
moved
Yeah.
around.
And you
Then
around
moved
here mad
around.
and angry.
So she was like, so why hold on to things?
Yep.
And I'm
Let
like,
it go.
facts.
Seriously.
She said, so if you are a person that doesn't like people having control over you, then you don't give them the control.
Hello.
That's right.
Come, girl.
But it
You
was
know,
it was
and that was
someone
What the children be doing?
Clock
Yes,
it.
Yeah.
But there was one thing a friend of mine said, and I wish I could say it exactly how he said it, but he was like, why give energy to something that doesn't love you back?
Exactly.
Yep.
Why do you give it that much energy if
Right.
it don't love you back and you know it?
Because what's the rotation in life? How does the love cycle go? It's supposed to be God, and then what? If you're not married.
Oh, if you're
Is
not
God-
married, God yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, there it is.
What is that?
Well, there it is.
Drop the mic.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. That part.
so the baggage, I want to understand because I'm the strong black woman.
Right.
That's who I come up to,
You want me to go back to that?
everybody as I'm the strong black woman. I got
Right.
an attitude, a
Right.
woman with an attitude. And
Yeah.
I have no attitude at all. I want to see the best for everybody.
think
But
we all
when
got it.
somebody comes to meet me, I want you to understand who you step into. Because if you wasn't ready for all this, why did you come over here?
Because they didn't know.
They didn't
I know.
know.
They did know.
No, they did.
They did.
No, they
No.
did. They don't know walking up to you how you gonna be when you open your mouth.
So and
They
the thing,
knew.
and the thing of it is, people
Can
will
we
say,
ask the men in the room?
people will say what they think you are because they're not there themselves.
exactly.
And
That may be the
also-
case,
So
but most
there's the
men,
judgment.
but most men know what they
Do they know?
do they know?
Let's ask the man in the room. Come on, please talk to me.
Ask the question, do we know what?
Okay, when you approach a woman, do you already pretty much understand or know that there's an interest beyond just what she looks like? You see something in her that you are interested in, correct?
No. He looking at her face
That's it.
and her booty.
Physical. I don't know you.
Exactly.
Okay, so now that you've seen me and now you've met me, we've had an introduction. At that point, through that conversation, are you picking kind of to understand what type of woman this is that you're meeting?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you're going to be able to tell in that conversation whether or not I can pursue this woman or I shouldn't.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because it may be a challenge to me, and I may say, yeah, let me see if I can really, bag this.
So it's the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I will take that.
Yeah.
Because the challenge is real, right? But once you understand that you're not up for this challenge, gracefully bow out.
Yeah, they're gonna blame you.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're gonna blame you. They're gonna
Because,
say,
because when
Yeah.
they
You the
don't,
problem.
I'm the problem.
problem.
But when they do back out though, it's a whole ghost thing. I'm like, I wish men start being a man and say, you know what, baby girl,
Exactly.
it's this. I thought that So
but I ain't gonna be able to keep up.
Right.
Just say
No, they
I
not
ain't gonna
gonna
be
wait
able
for
to
the
keep
show.
up.
It ain't gonna go like that.
They ain't gonna never go like that.
From the jump.
They ain't gonna never go like that. They ain't gonna never go
But I'm
that. They ain't
saying,
never, that's accountability.
But I'm like, when?
That's
but
accountability.
As a man,
Right.
though, I feel like it's the correct thing to do to say, hey, you know what? It's not gonna work out.
And I
You know?
understand that they're
But
not
don't
going to do
ghost
it.
me.
But you probably can. Just go ahead and ghost me as opposed to
No,
wasting
'cause-
my time.
No,
Like
I'm
that
with
dude,
you.
he set up the whole date, remember? We thought it was gonna be a great situation. He sent you the invitation and all the things, remember? Mm-hmm. And after, then he went ghost. What the hell? We thought he had potential.
He did in his own mind. But he showed me what he was working with.
Maybe
so I'm
Mo
gonna
was
say
too
thank
much
you.
for him. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Mo too much for most of them.
No, I'm saying like maybe he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready, so he ain't gonna step at me like shit. I ain't got my shit together. I ain't going over there. I gotta go back over here with.
Right.
And that's
Well, I was gonna
unfortunate because it's really not that hard. I'm really simplicity. You know, the simplest things mean the most to me.
Right.
It's thoughtfulness. It's the things, and I said this to a gentleman that I met. Listen, it's interesting that I become a therapist for most people, right? So this dude, I meet him on a dating site, but I don't want to date him. But I've gotten to know him as a person, and I respect and I like him as a person. We're the best, can be the best of friends. But I find myself telling him certain things that he really, it astounds me that as a man, he's looking for some like, I don't know what the word is. It's not gratification, but
Validation.
Validation.
it's validation. And I said, listen,
Baggage.
how will you ever
Baggage.
Couldn't
find...
even say it quick enough.
Baggage.
I'm listening to this young man tell me about all the things that he wants to see happen, how he's constantly defending what he wants. And I'm like,
He's not solid.
correct.
He's not
And
confident.
so, listen, I
Right.
think one of the worst men on the planet
That's
to date
sad.
is a man with lack of confidence.
Yes.
Because it's hard to continue to build that person up.
Yeah.
I don't
Where
wanna do
men,
it.
leave.
where
You
men
can't
is,
even leave.
I don't
you
wanna
can't
do
even
it.
leave.
I
You can't even
don't.
leave, and
And
then
I
you're
don't-
I
angry
don't wanna
because you
do it.
can't leave because you ain't got your shit together.
Right.
You
So
know
who
what
you
I'm
mad
saying?
at?
So what
So-
he does, he gets mad at me
I'm not
when
interested.
I
And I
say
think they
things.
misconstrue you having an attitude for confidence.
Yes.
It's easier to say you got
Exactly.
an attitude. You got an attitude.
And it's-
Or
and
you
I-
think you better.
No, I know
I
I'm
hear
better.
that. Right? Come
And I
on.
am.
And I hear
And
that
I am.
all the time. And I'm like, I don't give it a second thought because I speak so true and from the just genuinely from the heart. Like if you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you a genuine answer. However, even when I spoke to him just today, I said, you know, you keep feeling like you need to give instruction on how a woman needs to show up and date you. Stop giving them instructions. How will you ever genuinely see if their intentions are good if you've already given them the playbook?
That's good.
Right.
Do you
That's
get what I'm
good.
saying?
Right.
If you're saying
Yeah.
to me because he got angry with me because every time he talked to me, he would say, "Oh, you shopping? Well, I wear a size such and such."
Excuse me?
Who you? I said, "Hold on."
Just saying.
See, I don't have the patience.
I know, but do you get what I'm saying? I was just
That's
saying.
to say, well, Mom, I don't have the patience
But
to sit
that's what
there
I
and
said. I said you
1-800
you
therapist.
don't need to give me instructions on how to show up
Right.
for you.
Buy him out.
I'm trying to understand what have I asked you for? That's
Right.
not my point. I'm just saying. I said,
Oh, so
but
he was serious.
he kind of was.
I bet if she would show her with the outfit, I
But
bet.
then, I guess, but my thing, I don't know if I'm
shoes.
old school about it, but I feel funny when men are on dating sites. I feel like what
What's going on?
incarnation? Like you actually took the time to fill out a daggone
And you're not wrong.
profile
And you're not
and
wrong.
all that. Like I don't want. Me personally, I wouldn't want a man that's on a dating site. I just wouldn't.
not.
I
Me
want
either.
you to
I'm
find
not
me
interested in that.
organically, like you see me across
The
the room
bookstore,
or
gas
or
station.
the grocery store.
You be at a
whatever.
shell.
Pulled up at the light, like girl,
what
yeah.
else?
And there's validation in that. But however, I know people.
That's a certain type.
But I know
that's the
people
type of
that
man
have.
I don't want that kind of man.
But I have
Yeah.
so many
I agree.
people that have success stories
Me too.
that have
Years.
found
Yeah,
love
married
and married
For years.
I will say
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
if we do on the fact checker the percentile of people who find love online and it lasting not the first few years and blah blah blah. What's that statistic? You know,
I'd love to know.
I'm not going.
I don't.
That's just not for me.
And
Right.
it may not be.
I mean, guys, do y'all would y'all do that?
I like
I mean, but I
Old
can
school.
tell you that it
What's your
hasn't been
number?
successful for me.
Would you do an online profile? I mean,
Again,
if you were single, yeah.
I preempted with
Are
this
you that kinda guy?
entertainment at this point, right?
I mean,
Wait.
I guess so. Maybe I'll try it.
Why?
I mean, I would. I mean, now, as a hairstylist, I'm gonna probably say no.
Okay, if you weren't a hairstylist,
Probably so, yeah.
why?
I mean, because it's
wow.
easy picking.
Do you know why most
It's so
people?
easy picking. You can just drive. I hear this all the time. I know plenty of single men and plenty of single women. And I'm like, I don't understand why men are single because there is women outweigh men.
Yes,
we
do.
There's
We
more women in this
outnumber.
world than it is.
We outnumber the men. Yes.
And there's a lot of them are single. So why is it they cannot?
Most people
security
have.
thing?
Like,
most
what is
people don't know how to communicate.
Okay,
They don't
we've
know how
lost
to.
the art of communication.
That part.
I
There you
will
go.
say
For
that
sure.
That's it.
they don't know how to approach. Because if you come to me and you approach me
50?
in the wrong way, absolutely.
Oh my God.
If you come and approach me the wrong way, it's going to be a no.
He might be divorced, and he's been off the market for a long
Correct.
time. So he don't even know the new play.
Let me tell you something.
But keep, yeah.
Okay.
Hi, how you doing? My name is
Yeah.
Gerald. That's basic.
Yeah.
It's basic, but it's too basic for them. They still trying to have
That's
a
a
little
basic
swag.
nigga. I mean, sorry.
They
that
still
swag
try, they try to have a little swag.
Right.
That's basic.
But you know what? So
let me hear this
the funny thing
statistic.
is, the man that will probably be for you is that basic man that come to you and be like, "Hi, how you doing?"
Exactly.
We don't want that. We want the extras. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
But what,
I do.
what if your soulmate lives in Wyoming or something?
Why
They're
would
not
he
in
be
He got
here?
multiple
If
wives.
he's my soulmate, we gonna find each other.
He got multiple wives.
What?
I just got to ask.
I'm laughing because I knew she was gonna say that though. If it's meant to be, if it's your soulmate, you're gonna find each other.
Yeah. Miss up to that.
You're gonna find each other.
All the things.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you want another percentage?
Please
Yes.
do tell.
Marriage success rates. While individual app success can vary, studies from 2013, I'll look for something more current, show that 94% of online initiated marriages lasted, which was higher than the 92% of offline marriages.
How long though?
How long?
Like, what's the time frame? Because that makes a difference.
Yeah.
They don't.
It does.
Yes, it do. You can have 5 years.
Yeah.
Everybody great.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
I'm like
past
in that thing. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe we should say.
So here's the
let's
thing.
see.
Over 10
Let me
years.
see. What is the marriage?
But here's
Okay.
the thing.
What's the thing?
People grow together.
Yeah, they grow together, they grow apart. Yeah.
Correct. You know, your interests your interest, your focus, it changes over time.
It does.
But having
that's funny.
having someone that is able to move with you.
Yes, and understand
you're able
it.
to move with them.
Yes.
It's called a partnership. It's
Yes.
an understanding.
Yep.
It's a
But everybody
friendship.
don't move at the same time.
You know what
They
the funny-
don't.
no,
Everybody don't move
But
at
you
the
have
same
to
time.
have
I'll talk to him.
understanding and
You know what?
grace.
But when you see a thing like in your relationships or even your friendships and stuff like that, when you see like if there's a shift, I call it the shift. Like I told my husband, I said,
Talk
hey,
about it.
we're in a season right now where you're busy trying to figure your thing out. I'm over here grinding, trying to, get this business going and get this residual income. So we're like ship sailing in the night. I said, please know that I'm still here. And I know you're still here.
That's
so
the part.
Right. I'm still present.
Acknowledge.
Yes.
And
I
talk
see,
about it.
because if I see
But that's
the
so hard
ship
for
sailing
some
in
men.
the night,
That's so hard for
It
men
is.
to
Yes.
do.
It is.
Because I think when you're growing up, the man is so much. He has to be the provider. He has to be the and some men can't handle all that pressure.
no.
That's
they
true.
can't.
No.
That's
They
true.
really they
I said, I would not like to be a man. I said, y'all have a lot on your plate.
I even
when
say
you don't
that
want
as
to
a-
show up. You
Listen,
have to show
I
up
say that
as the lead.
as a single dating woman, I say the same thing because one of the complaints of most men is I don't want to have to go out on the first date. Like they got a big pocket to carry. You understand because the basic requirement, if you will, or expectation. Let me use that word. The basic expectation is that you're going to court me. So that means that when we go out, you're going to treat. They still they out here just dating.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what they ticket look like if everybody want to go to Capitol Grill?
Man.
If everybody want to go to
Steak 48.
Yeah.
Steak 48?
Yeah.
And that's why for me, and I don't feel as though I'm cutting myself short. I'm like, but I don't know that I want to sit across from you.
God, no.
So let's go have some coffee.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
let's
And I
start
got
with a
it.
coffee.
That's what I was gonna
Do
say.
you get what I'm saying? Let me.
As a woman, right? Does the first date always have to be?
No.
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 Can we meet at a
Bookstore.
Yes.
Let me tell you
We
something.
let's go get some
I
ice
don't
cream.
know. I
We
ain't
can go
dated in
take
a
a
long
we
time.
can
Me
take
and my
a
husband
walk in the
first date.
park.
Yeah, me and my husband first date. We
I'm
was
chill like that,
walking
though.
in the park, and then our first dinner date was at the Waffle House.
My
But
dates
do
be
you
at
get what
Costco.
I loved it? And I love that.
But
But
and I'm a girl of fine dining. You know what I'm saying?
Give me all the $1 now.
But
Be
this
clear.
is the problem,
I
though.
love that.
They,
I'm gonna get
it's
some
so
groceries
many
and a-
women that have done them that way
Yeah.
that they
Play with
start off on defense.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, you have to read the room and understand who you dealing with. You cannot come at me on no bullshit
Yeah.
and treat me like everybody else.
The baggage.
Again, so that's their baggage because
Yes.
it's not mine.
It's not your
Right.
exactly.
Because I'm sitting here saying, why not be creative? Why not come and say, because I would love for
So
a motherfucker
have
to
you-
tell
let
me,
me ask you
can
that.
we go to the zoo?
Let me ask you this. Yes. Down with the down. Down with the down.
Down.
Yes. But let me ask you
Take
this
me to
though.
the museum.
How many people, like seriously, men or women, when you meet somebody, you literally say, hey, can you tell me what, in your courting the last person or the last couple of people, what did that look like? What about those dates
Those are
frustrated
questions.
you? What about
Okay,
that?
great
got on your
questions.
nerves?
And no,
Nobody answers.
Nobody
those.
answers.
and you're absolutely right. You're
qualifying questions.
But do you know what they do? What they start with is all the negatives of what they went through. And it's like, nigga, I'm not your therapist. I don't want to therapy you.
But I want to know what got on your nerves so I,
I
can
do.
understand. So
I
we can
don't
work
even
through
want to know what got on your nerves.
You got to.
You got
No, I
to.
don't.
Yes, you do.
Not
You got
today,
to.
I don't. Because I still have to figure out if I even like you.
But
That's getting to know him. That's getting to know him.
Maybe not on the first date.
no, maybe
Did you
not.
tell him?
Not
So what do you talk about on the first date?
I don't know. I haven't had one.
I
of
like
those in a
long
time.
walks in the park.
Yeah, I mean, you
I
know
like
what I'm
long
saying?
walks in the
We're
park.
starting to
I haven't
open
had
a
one of those in a
suitcase,
long
man.
time.
Why you?
But this is good shit. I mean,
So when
great
he asked,
ideas,
so when he asked
great
the question,
ideas.
so when he asked the question, so why you been single for so long?
Yeah.
Because
You know that come up.
I haven't found anyone that has entertained and kept my interest.
Hello.
Period.
But you have, because if you've been in a relationship for 6 years, that's somebody who kept
I'm
your
sorry,
interest.
that was over 20 years ago.
So what was your,
So you said 20 years ago, that was the last longest relationship.
It was 2011.
Okay.
That it was something that I would claim as a real relationship.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, we all need entertainment. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I'm a nun, because I ain't.
Right.
But my business is my business and I keep it that way. However,
so
there
you
is-
drop it. You drop it sometimes.
That's
My
another-
bad.
I mean, I
That's
might
another
like it's hot.
topic.
I mean, and I should.
What kind of entertainment?
But mind your business.
I want to know it. We in here. I'm learning it.
What you say? Transparency. In the
I mean, we can be transparent. Y'all know I'm real honest. I ain't ashamed of nothing. Not much.
But I do have your statistics, sister. Whenever you're ready. For
please get the statistics.
'Cause you're
I'm
gonna be
giving too
mad.
much information.
Yes. Give me the statistics.
Woo! If you want to be on the show or you have a show idea, email us at transparencyinthechair@outlook.com, or you can visit our website at transparencyinthechair.hair. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, but watch our full episodes on YouTube. Transparency in the Chair, y'all. Let's get transparent.
Throw your stress aside and let the music take you anywhere like tide. Cause it's me they calling the real loco. Mass play when I on the flow. Calvin over and touch the toe. Everybody don't know the flow. Party turn up and turn over. Over and over, over. Listen, hug up.